Hey guys, welcome back. It's Friday. So, I don't have my watch on. Let me go grab that. It's been on the charger like all night, so let me go to grab that. It's probably gonna be dying 45 minutes anyways, but whatever. Okay, let's guess how much charge I got overnight. Let's see. It's Friday afternoon. Okay, it says it is 62%. Yeah. As you can see, it's been on says 0 steps. So yeah, 0 steps, 62% battery. It'll last maybe 30 minutes if I'm lucky. I think at this point I just kind of give up on it and I'll just use it so that I can show the date on my weigh-ins, because or else I have no other way to show you the date as I'm stepping on the scale. So maybe I'll just reserve my watch for that. I don't know. I need to buy a new one, obviously. I've added it to my list. But I'm several months from being home where I can get another watch. Now for some exciting news. Exciting news is, we're going to be heading to Belize. And I got the transportation set. I started looking at accommodations. But I need somewhere where I can cook my food. Because, I don't like to really go out to eat. And I need places to store, I need a fridge to store medication and stuff. So yeah, I gotta keep being on the hunt for a good accommodations place. So I gotta do that this weekend. So that's on my to-do list this weekend, is make sure I get good accommodations that fit my needs. And yeah, anyways, I gotta head to the gym because today is arm day. So let's get going. Okay, it's only been a couple minutes. As you can see, it's still the 17th. I've done 44 steps to get to the gym. It's only been a few minutes, and I'm already down to 17%. So, yeah, 44 steps gets me from 62% battery down to 17% battery in just a few minutes. That's crazy, right? Literally, what? What? Why? Why? And this is why I've been trying to walk with my phone in my hand, because I cannot rely on this, because it's going to die. It's not even going to give me 45 minutes. It's not. Anywho, let's just get this workout over with. I'm going to do my compounded row machine, then the lap bar pull down, then that big machine over there where it has the different handles on it, so I can do triceps and whatnot. And then I will do my Russian, or RDLs, Russian Romanian deadlift. I don't know. I do it with those. I do the 30-pounder. So again, I'm not going to bore you with all this because I've been doing the same routine for the last few weeks. I have been going up in weights, but it's still the same routine. So I'm not going to bore you with that. But yeah, I made it here. I'm the only one here today. I feel like everybody else basically has dropped off. Randomly, a person might come in on one of my days, but it's basically just me here by myself most of the time. So, yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, let's go ahead and knock out this workout. My work day is done because, it's Friday. I wanted to get off early. I did all my work earlier, so yes. So this is my last thing on my to-do list for today. This weekend, I will start trying to figure out all my Belize stuff. Oh my god, I'm so excited. That's for something else though. Focusing on working out. Yep, we're gonna focus now. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, I am done. Another thing checked off my list. Another day completed and under my belt. Yes, accountability, check. Okay guys, it is now Sunday. I don't have my watch, so I can't show you. It's dead. It's dead. Yeah, anyways, that's beside the point. Yesterday I filmed my video about my plan and goals to move forward, and I started right away. So basically I kind of was brainstorming Friday at my little cheat meal, and which I just had a steak and a side salad. By cheat meal, I just mean it's something I didn't have to make. So there's that. That's all I mean by that. But what I did do is, as soon as I finished like filming that video, I scheduled it to post, and I immediately went to the OXXO, and yeah, I went ahead and I've already drank both of these, but I had one yesterday afternoon, and then, you know, right after, I ended up just drinking them both, to be honest. Like, I got back like kind of late, and I was tired, and I wanted a little coffee beverage. Caffeine doesn't affect my sleep, so I didn't really think anything about it. So then I went ahead and just, like, I reused the jars. I just rinsed them out and washed them. And then right now all that is in here is Splenda and coffee from the coffee maker. And then I can put them into my refrigerator so I can have cold coffee in the morning instead of hot coffee. So that's kind of going to be my solution for the coffee problem. You know, I need to reintroduce it, so that's how I'm going to do it. So these are the ones I was getting in Mexico City. I like them, but it's cheaper just to make coffee at home. But I like the fact that I can close the lid. So yeah, I bought two. And then yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and keep refilling the bottles, keep rinsing them out, and just do that for my coffee. I feel like that's fair. It's easy, it'll be cheaper, and these ones, like, they're not bad by any means. I think the whole 79 calories for the whole thing, like, because they are the Zero, like the zero one, so it's only 80 calories, but the ones that I make at home are a lot less. So yeah, I just put Splenda, coffee, and then right before I'm going to drink it in the morning, I started getting this, like, milk. It's lactose-free milk, but it has a little bit more protein. But I got, like, the light version because I don't need the extra calories. And I'll just top it off with that, shake it up, and then I have nice cold coffee in the morning. So we're finding solutions. Like, that is all I can do. Anyways, I wanted to go ahead and next talk about the volume eating. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I'm going to have for breakfast. And yeah, I'll just show you guys what I have for breakfast. I have, like, the same thing because I'm trying to get more fiber, and I'm not eating the exact same thing that I was having in Mexico City, but this is what I'm craving, and it fits in my calories. So I don't care. I just don't care. I'm sorry. Okay, so I just grabbed everything out the fridge. So I'm going to turn you guys around, and you can see what I'm having for breakfast. And then I'll show you once everything's, like, prepared, like, what it actually is. Okay, so this is everything I need for my breakfast. So I'm going to make a breakfast sandwich. So I'm going to use 2 eggs. Because I'm feeling quite hungry this morning. Sometimes I'll do 1 egg, sometimes I'll do 2 eggs. It just depends on how hungry I feel. I have 1 slice of cheese left. It's Gouda. 2 slices of meat. It's just turkey. Like I said, I'll have this. I just need to add a little bit of milk into that. And I'll add a little bit of milk to my egg when I make my egg. I'm going to do my eggs in the microwave, like the whole sandwich stuff in the microwave. I'll show you. And then, excuse me, I like to have oats. I'm going to add some Splenda. I already put how much I'm having into a bowl. That's how much I'm having. And then I'll add some blackberries and strawberries to my oatmeal. So yeah, this is everything I'm going to need to have for my breakfast today. Okay, so so this is the 2 eggs, a splash of the milk, and salt, and garlic. And so this is what it is like. So I did 30 seconds in the microwave, and then I just kind of stirred it away so that all of the uncooked egg would then be on the bottom again. And then another 30 seconds. And then I broke it apart a little bit because the center is always a little gooey. And I like it to be a little runny. when I do the last 30 seconds after I add the egg and the meat to the top of this. So I'll show you guys what it looks like coming out. Okay, so it is currently 10:40 a.m. So it takes me like about 10 minutes to throw this all together. So let me just show you what it all looks like now. So there's the oatmeal with the berries and splash of milk. I went ahead and added the splash of milk to the coffee. And then I just got to transfer my egg, turkey, and cheese onto my bread for my sandwich. And there we have it. So, all done. I'm going to go and enjoy this now. Okay, I finished my sandwich already. I'm still eating my yogurt. No. Why did I call it oatmeal yogurt? I don't know. Anyways, I'm still eating, slowly getting through this oatmeal with my berries and still drinking all my coffee. The coffee is not hitting like it needs to hit. I made it like strong, but I made it exactly how I was doing in Mexico City. I don't know why it's not hitting right now. I can definitely tell you that I know that if this one's not hitting, my afternoon coffee is definitely not going to hit. But that's because I had my secret ingredient in Mexico City, you know. We went on that tequila tour, you know, in the town of Tequila. Like, we went on all, like, I'll put a card up somewhere, wherever on the screen. And remember, guys, I got the tequila and the coffee flavored. So when I was, like, making these, I'd make 2 non-alcoholic and then 2 alcoholic ones. And then I would have the alcoholic ones, like, after work, like, midday, as, like, a little midday pick-me-up. Oh, those were so good. But yeah, I ran out of that. Like, I used all of that when I was in Mexico City, so I don't have any of that. I don't have any alcohol here, but yeah, it's just not hitting. So yeah, if the morning one is not hitting, then I know that the afternoon one is not going to be hitting like it needs to hit. But I mean, coffee's coffee, so like whatever. Like, I'm just gonna deal with it. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, if that's the worst thing that's like happening right now, then like, who cares? But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my oatmeal, and yeah. And also, I feel like I needed to already defend myself for eggs in the microwave. It's because the pans here, I've told you guys that the pans here, everything sticks. And I don't want to, like, I can make this entire breakfast in under 10 minutes, which is less time than me having to scrub the pan after trying to make eggs in a pan. Because unless I add, like, a crap ton of oil, which is extra calories that I don't want to, like, introduce, yeah, I would then spend, like, 10 to 15 minutes scrubbing a pan, and then I don't even get the calories because half of it's on the fucking pan. I said what I said. So, microwave, yeah, 30 seconds. Stir, 30 seconds. Like, kind of bisect it, like, into, like, quarters to make sure that the middle gets almost cooked. 15 more seconds. Put on the meat, put on the cheese, and then another 30 seconds. It comes out perfect. And it's not like a super firm egg in the center, so, like, it's not runny, but I don't know, it's just how I like it. I've done some experiments for like the last, like, I don't know, few days, and that's just how I liked it. So yeah, I want a nice fluffy egg on my sandwich. So yeah, I'm sorry, it's going in the microwave. Okay, it's been a few hours. I went for a nice little walk, so sorry if I'm glistening or whatever, and I'm obviously not having good lighting, but it is, what time is it? 2:27 p.m. and it's time for lunch. So yeah, let me just show you guys what I'm gonna make for lunch. I had the same thing yesterday and I didn't record it. I was like totally like gung-ho about recording yesterday after I made that other video, but then I just didn't pick up the camera. So I'm just gonna do it now. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you. Okay, so this is going to be my lunch. I'm going to make a tuna fish sandwich. So I have tuna fish, It's just the, I don't know how big this can is. I don't know, it says 100 grams when drained. So whatever that is. Tomato, the other half of the cucumber that I didn't eat yesterday when I had the exact same meal. Onion, bell pepper. I would use Greek yogurt, but I already have this. So I'm just going, as you can see, I've been using it. So some mayo and then a little bit of bread. And then once I get done recording, I can turn back on the AC because I'm hot, but it's too loud. So yeah, this is what I'm going to make. Okay, so here's everything sliced and diced. So drain the can of tuna. Here are sliced cucumbers, the diced bell pepper, diced onion, and then sliced tomatoes. And then this is the spoon that I'll use to get the mayo. So like a tablespoon. I do a heaping one, so I always count it as 2. I don't think that really matters all that much. Again, you can use Greek yogurt. Some people who like avocado, you could use avocado. You can, if you don't like tuna, you can do this with chicken. Whatever works for you, works for you. So yeah, I'm just going for volume here. So lots of vegetables. The reason I have sliced and diced cucumbers is because I like sliced cucumbers. Oh, I'll also add salt and pepper too, like some seasonings, and you know, like garlic, salt, pepper, whatever. Sometimes I'll add in like a little bit of cayenne powder, like just for whatever I'm feeling that day. That's what I'm gonna eat. So this is what I'm choosing to eat now. And yeah, I think it filled me up for a very long time yesterday. But yeah, I go ahead and I slice the cucumbers because I end up, once you bulk out this tuna with all the other vegetables, there's so much that I end up using the extra cucumber, like the sliced cucumbers, as like chips for the extra like sandwich filling that doesn't fit in the sandwich. And I slice my tomatoes because I don't add my tomatoes into the mix. I just put them onto my sandwich. And then if I have extra, then I just eat them like this with a little bit of salt as a side. It's not that serious, guys. It's really not. But yeah, that is what I do for my lunch, for volume eating. Because like I said, I really don't want like a lot of salad. Like, and when I said salad, I meant like a lot of like lettuce and like greens. Because again, the produce here, it ain't looking too hot. So I'm trying to get items that I can put in my fridge that are like wilted or look gross looking or already going bad. And yeah, it's a hot day, so a nice little, I don't want to like warm up the apartment anymore. I'm about to turn on this AC as soon as I mix this up. And my bread is currently in the toaster because I do toast my bread. I'm sorry, I gotta toast it. But there's no extra calories. It's not like I'm toasting it in the pan with butter or anything. It's just in the toaster. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go ahead, and I'll show you the end result once I put it all together. Okay, so this is what the plate's looking like. I did add some salt to my tomatoes and my cucumbers. There's the 1 dollop of mayo. And like I said, I added seasonings. Here are the tomatoes that'll go on the sandwich. So now I just gotta stir that up and assemble. Okay, and here is the finished result. So I was able to fit about half of it. Like half. Yeah, I'd say about half. And some of it's definitely going to fall out as I'm eating, and that's what the fork is for, and all of these cucumbers. So yeah, this is going to be my lunch. So yeah, this is what I mean when I just say I'm eating for volume. You know, I'm trying to get a lot of volume to fit into my calories, and I'm also trying to make sure that I'm getting a lot of nutrients in my food too. So I'm not looking for super calorie dense foods because I know those are not going to keep me full, and if it doesn't keep me full, then what's the purpose? Like, that's fine every once in a while, but not on a daily basis. And like I said, daily habits are what can keep you stuck. So I'm going back to the habits that were working for me. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm sample size 1 here, okay? I'm only working on myself. So there we have it. Okay, it's dinner time. Hopefully there's good enough light in here still. So right now I took frozen broccoli out the freezer, and so I'm just chopping it into little like smaller pieces, including all the stalks, because that's extra fiber. So I just took half of a bag of broccoli, and then over here I got some carrots, onion, and garlic, sauteing with a little bit of bouillon cube. And I like doing this because an entire bag of broccoli is 168 calories for a 500-gram bag. I used about half of it. So yeah, obviously since it's a soup, I used some fresh garlic, and I got these are the carrots that I got, these little veggie noodles. And they just look like this on the inside, like little like veggie shreds like of carrot. So I used about half of this container. And yeah, I'll use up the other half later. I just thought, they're on sale, why not? They were 10 pesos, like marked down from like 30 something pesos, so saves me time and energy. So comes together really quick. Okay, I got all the broccoli chopped up and thrown into the pot, and then here are the cheeses I'm going to be using. So I got like some type of orange cheese, and then I guess this one's manchego. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a couple slices in. I also need to probably add a splash of milk or something, and then that'll be it. Okay, so yeah, it's like 7:30ish, and yeah, so probably not gonna be a lot of protein in this meal, but if I had cooked chicken, I would throw some chicken in there, or like some type of protein. I just don't have any pre-cooked right now, and everything's in the freezer, so I need to take things out of the freezer anyways. So that was just a little bit of poor planning on my part, but that's okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I'm all done. This is half of the pot, so I'm gonna eat all of it for dinner, but yeah, this is what it looks like. So I'll end up having 2 of these, maybe a little bit more, whatever the pot held. Okay guys, it's Monday. I'm off work now. I'm dressed. I'm headed to the gym. I just had a banana because my blood sugar was not the greatest, and apparently I'm supposed to eat a small light snack when I'm in this range if I'm gonna go to the gym. So it's kind of a bummer that I have to eat calories in order to be okay at the gym. But if that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. Anyways, it's gonna be arm day, so I'm gonna go and get that done. So, yeah, again, my Fitbit, well, I keep calling it a Fitbit, my fitness tracker, it's not a Fitbit, but whatever. My fitness tracker isn't working today. Surprise, surprise to no one. If you guys have any recommendations of brands that like are good in like water, that with good battery life, can you drop that below so I can maybe have someone help me find like a good one? That would be much appreciated. Okay, anyways, off to the gym we go. Okay, so I'm in the gym, and like I was saying, it's arm day with like free weights, not machine weights. So I was thinking maybe it was time for me to potentially go up in weight. However, I've been doing 10-pound dumbbells, and I just look at the whole rack of dumbbells behind me, and the next weight up is 15. So there's nothing between 10 and 15 pounds, and yeah, there's something between 10 and 15 pounds for dumbbells. Like it goes 10, 15, and then the next one is 20, and then they go up in increments of 5. So I think that means that I'm just gonna go ahead and try to see if I can do any of them. We're using the 15-pound dumbbells today for like the bicep curls and the overhead presses and things. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to do all my sets. And maybe if I can get like, I'm hoping 1 or 2 sets if I really push myself, which I am going to, and then drop back down to 10. But yeah, I want to go up in weight, but like that's a big increase to go from 10 to 15. Like 5 pounds doesn't seem like a lot, but percentage-wise, it is. So I'm gonna do my best, but that's my plan for today. Okay, quick check-in. I was able to do 3 sets of 8 reps with the 15 pounds, but I gotta go back down to 10 for the rest of the sets. Oh, it's so much harder. It's so much heavier. And it's not the overhead press isn't what's getting me, it's that bicep curl at the very beginning into the overhead press. The overhead press with 15 pounds feels fine. It's the bicep curl to get it up to then switch that is getting me with 15 pounds. But I was able to knock out 3 sets of 8. So I'm gonna call that a win, and we're making progress. So there's that. Okay guys, it's Wednesday, the 22nd of April. I'm in the gym again. Today's leg day. I really don't want to be here. Like, I didn't want to be here so much, I didn't even change out like my normal shirt that I had on at work. I'm cramping. It sucks. I don't want to be here, but it's leg day, so I'm here. I don't want to be here though. Okay, I'm on the leg machine, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do my sets and reps. I was gonna weigh in this morning, but again, I just started my cycle like 11 p.m. last night. Like I was like, oh, when I get up in the morning, I'm gonna step on the scale. And then I was like, right before bed, I was like, never mind. So I guess I gotta wait a few days for my body to adjust, because I know that I typically do gain some weight right before my cycle until like the end of my cycle. So since I just started last night, I'm just gonna give it a few more days, I guess. But I really wanted like the whole weigh-in Wednesday, you know, alliteration. So kind of bummed that didn't work out in my favor. So maybe I'll wait till like next Wednesday, so it'll still be like a weigh-in Wednesday. But yeah, so I've been doing the volume eating. I've been doing my nice cold coffees. So we are sticking to the plan that we have laid out. So yeah, I've just been adding as many veggies to every single dish that I make. And yeah, it's all been really good. The only thing that was kind of iffy was that broccoli cheddar soup, because the cheese just didn't, it wasn't like the Velveeta cheese. It didn't melt the way that I was hoping. It's good if you would like have to add cheese to like a sandwich for like melting, but in the soup, it kind of got like this graininess to it. So I didn't like that much. I still ate it that day, but I was like, oh, if I like it, I'll have it 2 days in a row. I finished off that 1 quart pot, and then I was like, not doing that again. So I just used the rest of the broccoli in other dishes, and the cheese is just going to be used up in my like breakfast sandwich and stuff. So nothing's going to waste, but that's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Anywho, let's go ahead and crank out these sets. I'm so not feeling this, but I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm moving to the leg press. I put it at 200 pounds. I know I went all the way up to 220, but I just feel so weak today. So I'm going to put it back down to 200 and finish my sets. I'm tired, but we're just going to push through that. So I went ahead and did 1 set at 220, but my legs were so fatigued and it was hurting. So I went back down to 200. And I'm going to do that for the remainder of the 4 sets. I was trying to go up in weight, not down in weight, but what can we do? Okay, I'm calling it quits here. So I was doing the adductor machine, but I'm just in a lot of pain. Oh, like my inner thighs, my hips, my lower back. Everything's just hurting. So I stood up for a second to try to see if I could just stretch it out. It is not getting stretched out. So I'm just going to leave this machine here for this week, because I'm already uncomfortable, and in pain, cramping. I don't need this making it even worse. So that's a bummer, because I hadn't had issues, but today it pulled the wrong way, and now I'm feeling it even standing up, and it just doesn't feel nice. It feels off. So I'm going to cut it here. I'm just going to cut it here. I'm going to clean this machine, and I'm just going to get my butt out of here. I wasn't feeling it in the first place. Now, like, my inner thigh hurts a little bit. Like, I felt a little pull, and I was already cramping. So I'm just going to cut it here. I don't care. I don't care. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Sorry, this accountability day isn't, like, fully complete like normal, but I did all the other machines that I was doing. This one just took me out, so I'm done. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.